Okay. And I think we're back. Yep. Looks good. Okay. Resume.
I got a 20 on my sleight of hand.
All right. Yeah. So Sky's carving little flowers and like sliced up little bit. It's making a very presentable fruit salad. As the rest of the team wanders over to talk to a Celestial. But that would make it the Drow's turn. And... Cassie, what level is darkness?
Second level.
Yeah. You feel your spell flicker out as the dispel magic is cast over the area. And they're gonna head on in to start preparing food. They seem to be just grabbing reasonable looking meat slabs and mushrooms and heading over towards the fire. Sky, you hear some comments and undercomment towards the one who's just dealing with the rest of your party.
Okay.
Alistar. I hate NPCing PCs so much. Feels wrong. Roll seduction.
Yes.
Because I have no reason to think that that's not what he'd do.
He would absolutely do that.
Do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With the 30, he seems to be keeping the attention of this creature quite closely. They're talking in common, from what you can understand, Wolfina. But Alistar seems to be mostly making sex references and not understanding what his conversation partner is saying.
Which doesn't matter as they go wander off to find somewhere that is not in public view.
Right. Fade to black.
Yeah.
Hey, Carsey, can you cast darkness over here?
No.
They just walk over,
It's true.
pull up the grate in the center.
Look, Carsey, it is
and
your
climb
turn.
in.
To be honest, Alistar would never ask that. Alistar is definitely a lights-on kind of guy.
Yep. Because if he can't see himself, what's the point?
Alistar's not here. He made
We
his
would be
move.
making these jokes even if he was.
Yes, that is why I commented that he's not here. Carsey, it is your turn.
So, in between writhing around and making sure as much food touches me as possible,
Okay.
a GM ruling, if you please. Could I use poison spray on the ingredients?
Yes, I suppose.
I am attempting to make their ingredients poisonous.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yep. You spit poison on one of the steaks that Drow's grabbing, and he's like, "Thanks, bro."
No, that's right. It's not for him to eat.
Poison's just seasoning. Because it's an ounce.
He says, "Thanks, bro," in an unintelligible accent that I'm not doing today.
It was vaguely Russian or something from memory.
I mean, he's thank you, bro.
Yeah, something like that.
Spasiba, tovarищ.
The Deva will wave the Sylvester and Wolfina over. I was just talking to your companion here about I'm not entirely sure, but he seems very interested in it. What have you to say?
I'll say hello in Celestial.
Hello, he responds, same language. It's technically your turn.
Okay. So I will kind of glance over at Sylvester, like, uncertainly, and then say, and then, like, a pause, and then launching myself into, was there something I missed? Is there any reason why we could not just pool our multicultural group together and really just deliver on a delightful meal? If this is all about teamwork and demonstrating prowess and ingenuity, it seems to me that the most creative thing that could be done is uniting ourselves as one team and working together. Perhaps that will impress the judges.
Roll persuasion or deception as applicable, Wolfina.
She is completely genuine.
Okay, persuasion then.
We have
Okay.
Reginald Denny.
We have me in every stupid economics thing where you've ever had to do at school, where it's like, be logical and fuck over other people.
Can I use guidance on myself as I'm talking?
So you would have, yeah. I believe you already had guidance up with concentration, so yeah.
Okay.
When you roll, you can also add a 1d4 to it.
Okay. Here it goes. 8. That's not great.
He'll
11.
sort of give you a
11
sharp
total.
smile. Very well. A united front would suit us just fine, my dear. Perhaps you should encourage it of your allies, and we will do I will do my best to encourage it of mine.
And at this point, I would like to cast something else. Okay.
Someone is crinkling.
Sorry, I lost that last bit. Because,
May I cast something?
yeah.
I would like to say to him, in the spirit of working together, and I will kind of snap my fingers or whatever and cast Zone of Truth. I'm going to upcast it because I only have a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
Oh,
And
God.
say, would you repeat that, please? In the spirit of camaraderie.
All right. Sorry, can you put Zone of Truth in chat?
Absolutely.
Because I don't quite remember it. Yeah, Alistar is also in the Zone of Truth. Alistar and Sylvester will make their rolls, but give me a second, because they're not talking right now. What's your spell DC?
My spell DC is a 16, and it's a charisma saving throw. So Alistar might not be in so bad spot.
Yep. And Alistar has a decent. Okay, Alistar. As did Sylvester. That he did not fail, so he'll. Of course, working together suits us just fine.
I will turn to Sylvester and say, what about you?
I don't care. I'm here because the boss said to. Just tell me what you need done.
Okay, I have other things I want to do, but I don't want to monopolize time. So
If you ask, did you also ask Alistar or?
yeah.
Okay. Alistar will I can think of some very creative ways to work together. Eyebrow wiggle.
Peak Alistar.
At some point, I'm gonna play the hypersexual character, and I'm just gonna do it entirely like that. Like the flat line read from the person who doesn't want to be there. Okay. "15 feet does not hurt Carsey. The other drow failed to save, but that's fine. Cool. So, having heard that, Sylvester is gonna walk over to you, Carsey. Get up, we made a truce. This isn't necessary.
Cream puffs! I want to see some cream puffs!
And he'll just start collecting ingredients because he doesn't know what the fuck is going on anymore. Sorry, I accidentally fucked with the turner order. Scott.
All right. I'm assuming my fruit salad is done now.
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
And you have heard all of this.
Right. Were we told where we were supposed to put our items, or?
Not really. You weren't actually given, like, an end game that was very explicit beyond make meals if you attack each other, this is the penalty.
Okay. Well, since Ragnar yelled out cream puffs, she is going to look for the ingredients to make some sort of pastry something.
Make me, let's say, a... I'm gonna go with Arcana, because Arcana is alchemy, and alchemy is baking.
I love that train of thought.
Love it. 18.
Everything cannot be a history roll.
This is true.
Yeah, you can find the basics of a pastry pretty easily. Obviously, eggs, flour, butters,
Yep.
Sugar.
sugars. Yeah, there's a variety of. The
And surprisingly, there's a
different kinds
big
of
tub
sugar that
of
you
modern day Crisco there. You're not sure how.
Nope.
No,
I
just
can
lard.
let popcorn slide, but
Lard. It would just be lard.
Popcorn is technically pre-industrial, yes.
She will realize, looking around, that there isn't anything to bake in, right?
I specifically said there was.
Oh, there is? Okay, sorry.
There are
confused with that.
fires on these two pillars over here, and there's a lot of different cookware around.
Okay. Then yeah, she will
Get
gather
there.
ingredients to make some sort of pastry.
Okay. Some variety of pastry in progress. That brings it to the drow, who each bring the meats that they have over to the oven and place them in. As they place them into the oven, you see, instead of what you'd expect, which is you put something in the oven and you wait, the flames suddenly flicker to a purplish green in hue, and where there was once like essentially a fire to cook things over with a stick, there's now this gout of flame that extends up even beyond the wall of the arena, nearly 100 feet up.
Woo!
There's quite a lot of it dissipates back down, and within that action, the steaks are completely cooked.
Wow.
You didn't see either of them cast anything, but that definitely happened. So they've now got one thing each. And that brings us to Alistar, who will...
Sing for us? Best food is made with love.
inspire Wilfina. Why not?
Yes!
With, a joke of some variety.
It's a dirty joke. We all know it.
Is he still
Jack,
in
I
his own
think I
tree?
found my character for your old Bards game.
Yes!
Carsey, you have seen Alistar cast Prestidigitation before. I believe. Let me check.
And would I know the extent of what that can do?
No, you've seen him cast Minor Illusion before. Sorry.
Oh.
You'd know roughly what a cantrip can do, yes.
Because having played a bard out of character, I know that can affect flavors of food.
It can. Unfortunately, Minor Illusion is a visual illusion.
So I wouldn't know that he has that or not. So, oh well.
Yeah. Carsey, your turn.
So where did the fire come from?
The column where there's a flame burning that you can't see because I didn't draw one.
And where's the oven in relation? Like at the foot of the pillar?
That is what could be considered the oven. It's just an open fire in a sort of...
It's a heat source.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
it is
so it's
a
not like a
cooking
literal oven.
No, it's not a modern oven.
You could probably find
Or
a Dutch
like
oven.
A kiln or anything, yeah. I'm going to turn back towards the group, but as I do, can I cast Acid Splash on the fire source?
How far away?
Trying to extinguish it.
What's Acid Splash's range?
60 foot.
Yeah. Sure. Just roll me the ultimate. Actually, just put the text of Acid Splash in chat for me. Okay. Some noxious fumes come out as your acid makes contact with fire, and most of that variety of things burning is not great, so there's kind of this moment where both of the drow look away and kind of go but it doesn't seem to have an effect on the fire.
Yeah, oh well, that's about the best I've got, so I'm going to retreat to the group and attempt to cook.
Okay. That's your turn. You can start attempting to cook next round-ish.
Yeah.
The Deva will... Now that we have reached this parley, I must return into my allies. And he's gonna walk over and start making food, 'cause weird people. You are all weird people.
Yup.
It's true.
Wolfina.
Okay. I will kind of look around, see what everybody else is doing, and what I would like to do is I would like to use thaumaturgy on myself. And I would like to kneel and say a traditional prayer of thanks
Mm-hmm.
to the moon god, and then begin preparing moon cakes. And I want to craft them not using any of the magical accoutrement. I want to do it just myself with my hands and with a holy
Alright.
flame, and try and ham it up real hard.
Yes.
You're making a play for the being the person who spent a lot of effort on it, so that
Yes.
even if you get to the bottom people in the show, well, you tried really hard.
I'm putting my everything because I want desperately to go home. So, 15 years of, or however, a decade of wanting to go home is going into me very carefully preparing something that I was taught before I ended up here.
Mm-hmm. You are imbuing this food with your feelings and your emotions.
Yes. With feelings and angst and homesickness.
I want you to roll me whatever charisma-based check you feel is most appropriate for your emotional state. Performance, persuasion, whatever you think is right. So of the charisma abilities, which are deception, intimidation, performance, persuasion, of those, I want you to roll me whichever of them you feel is most accurate to how you're interacting with this food. Are you persuading the food? Are you intimidating the food?
I am attempting to persuade the crowd in our favor, the judges in our favor, and my deity to help me.
Persuasion will work then.
And it will be a normal roll, but can I use that inspiration?
Yes, you can. I believe that's a D6 at Alistar's level.
It's only an 8.
D8. He's above level 5, right?
Yes, he's the same level as all of you.
Okay.
It's a D8 because I know my. So that's the
15.
Thank you. That's 15. And you go about starting this. It's gonna take you a few rounds to finish because you're doing it all by hand. But
that's what I'm committing myself to, and continuing to pray over it with thaumaturgy. Just
Sylvester will offer to help you on his turn, but we'll back off if you say no.
It's fine.
Okay.
I will teach him as I'm going through about the significance of this meal.
He's receptive. He's clearly experienced enough at the practice of baking and preparing food. The ritualistic elements that are specific to the moons, he seems less familiar with, but
that's okay.
He's
but
trying.
I will teach him the symbolism. Like, I'm imagining myself at, like, I don't know, like at my first Passover meal or whatever, like having that first experience and having people walk me through the significance.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be a combo of a performance, like me really trying to like put it all out there, and also just like begging.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That is the emotion.
So that's gonna be you two for the next 2 rounds. Scott.
Okay.
All right.
You've gathered the ingredients for some variety of pastry.
Yep. And I am going to try to actually turn it into pastry.
Yeah, just make me a... I don't... Sleight of hand, I guess, for stirring things and mixing them together in the... Alright.
Only a 6.
So, you're going at this with a lot more force than is strictly necessary, but you manage to mix up the stuff and start plating it to be... Or, plating is the last one. Putting it on the things you put it on to cook stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. And Drow are going about their turn. Alistar's going about his turn. And Carsey, is there anything you want to do?
I don't know how much I would know about cooking, given I seem to be more a scavenger after getting into people's houses type.
Yeah?
So for just combining some foods in a manner that seems like it's cooking.
Intelligence save?
Oh, well, that's the not worst of my mental stats, so that's good.
You've got food, you're putting it together, and it looks kind of right. It doesn't quite feel right, texture-wise, but you think it's a thing.
Oh, what do I know?
David is going about their turn. And at this point, Wilfina, the area where you are cooking and the ingredients you are cooking with, beyond just the divine flame that you're using to do the actual fire bit, has begun to glow with energy and light. And as you who are all sort of working on stuff, you're occasionally glancing over to where this radiant light and column of brilliance is coming out. And as you finish the first few of your moon cakes, the announcer, and we have a winner by default. And before that, what that means is explained. That is where we're gonna end for the week.
Oh, man.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Hello!